This is the Philip Scott show. Some of his stuff is a bit entertaining to me, but then of course we always got some of the videos like this where he's trying to like uphold his I'm a traditional man hold theory, and he just completely ignores like what today is. So I was going to go directly back to I was going to start initially with just him talking, but I'm going to go over a little bit of what this woman is saying just to show that he's even bouncing some of this off of how a lot of bullshit. So let's get into it.
And, we would have girl talk, like all the associates. Like, it was really chill vibes. We would all, like, sit down in the lunchroom and just talk about, like, girl stuff. Everyone's dating someone new, catching up. And I noticed that the Caucasian women in there and the Middle Eastern women in there and even the Latin women in there, their first question when anyone in our group was dating a man, their first question was, okay, what does he do for a living?
Okay, so literally we're at a point r well, not r rated. I skipped 2 minutes. We're at this point to where yet again it's everybody but black women, and it's like this narrative is getting really old. It's not like everybody asks that question. Everybody does. Everybody stop pretending as if only everybody but you is worried about what the guy does for a living. Like, stop. Y'all literally y'all care too, but like a lot of like that one chick who's on that, I forget the name of that panel, but drug dealer, that's an occupation that y'all kind of give a damn about. So it is, y'all do care about what he does. It's just to an extreme, and we'll get to that point later.
That was always the first question. It wasn't, do you like him? Do you love him? Does he treat you nicely? No, it was.
Look at that. Not do you like him and does he treat you nicely? That's not something you should worry about. What? Do y'all understand how to balance anything? And I asked that question because it seemed like no matter how we talk about or address this relationship, marriage thing, family, there seems to be no balance about any of this. Example, like I just went back and forth with a lady on Facebook about women and gay dudes on Kendra G asking for 6 figures. And I said, like, it's really stupid to put this much emphasis on that. Now, again, I worded it in that kind of way. I didn't use those exact words, but I'm saying, I made it seem, I basically said to put that much emphasis on just money is stupid, especially when you yourself say you already make 6 figures. And she went back and forth with me trying to use the shaming tactics and all that. But again, it's like people don't understand balance. Like you got to get the best balance you can get: looks, character, money, uh, priorities. What their family is like. You can't just go too much in one direction, in one area, regardless of what it is. And that's essentially what we have here. No, just focus on what he does for a living. No, that's stupid too. Like it's asinine to say, "Oh, he's a doctor," but then you yourself, as a human being, don't like being with the doctor because of the workload. That's retarded.
That was never the first question. And as I grew up and I matured, it totally dawned on me. And I'm like, no wonder they are so.
Grew up and matured, not taught, not raised, none of that. Grew up and matured. This is a problem. Nobody's actually being taught how to be in relationships, marriage, families. Any of that is simply we tell people, "Oh, live your life like you're a child until you're 50, and then just it's supposed to work out from there." That's also a problem. But why don't we ever talk about that? Ever. That is also a problem.
Far economically with marriages and with relationships because the first thing that they look at is financial security. Black women, on the other hand, that is not the first thing that they look at unless they're from African cultures. African women are totally different when it comes to American women as far as how they date. That man has to be, if they're going to check bank statements before the marriage is even legalized, they're going to
Look at that. They check bank statements before the Okay, first of all, you probably heard one African chick say that. Secondly, they said before the marriage is legalized. Then that means you have to listen and respect, in this particular case, men when they say you probably should follow the whole get married first thing and stop freezing your eggs. Stop looking for fucking sperm donors. Stop saying that it doesn't really matter if you get married and not everybody don't want to do. When we talk like that, it's like, y'all, mind your business, mind your business. But now it's like, oh, we should definitely check bank statements before you get married. You don't even want to get married. What are you talking about?
check bank statements. That's how it is in Africa. So props to African women. They have that on lock as far as Black women. But it dawned on me, and I'm like, this is the problem. Like, this is it right here. Why are African American women not vetting men properly? Why aren't they choosing men who are educated? Why?
There we go with that educated word again. Listen, the trade talk has been going on for about 7 years now, and y'all still ignore that word, trades. Y'all still look at college degrees. Trades, as far as your potential and what you have to pay back after you get your certificate, that's a good trade-off as opposed to a degree. But we still keep ignoring that and just go educated, and that always means some sort of degree. There was something else I paused it for. I can't remember, but whatever.
Why are they not looking for men who have something to offer?
Oh yeah, the Kendra G shit. Why aren't you vetting men properly? Women of all backgrounds will be on Kendra G, whether she lives in the projects, shit, live with other people because she's homeless, but won't say homeless, or whether she herself is like, I make $350,000 a year and blah blah blah. They're all at that point fucking somebody they would not marry, and they say this. So how can you vet properly when that's how you're going to go about it? You don't really give a damn about vetting properly. You just want to have your fun. Like that chick I was going back and forth with.
Offer? Why are they looking for men that they have to work with or slave with? Majority of the African American women that I know that are highly educated, hyper educated, they take care of their husbands. Their husbands are house husbands.
It's 2023. What's the issue? What's the issue? Like, if y'all get to address marriage like this, gender roles like this, then any dude who does pay all of the bills, doesn't he have a right to say, why am I coming home and sweeping? Why am I coming home and doing work? Why? Why do gender roles not matter but always matter when convenient? Why? And secondly, all the women you know that are with highly educated, and I'm assuming also high earning, I can't remember if she said that or not, are having house husbands? You know what? I should go and find that clip. Fuck it, I'm going to go find it. So I'm going to insert this right here, smack dab in the middle. And I'll even, if I feel like, because it's long ago, I'm going to have to dig for it. If I feel like it, after this, I'm going to clip another one so y'all can see. But this, as you can see, she's black. Her husband is not black. Let's go.
They're real to talk about money. Let's just start off by talking about like money in your relationship. When was the first time when you were together when it came up?
I would say it was right before we decided we were going to move in together. And so we had like an Excel spreadsheet, and it was like, okay, like what's a rent that we're wanting to pay, and like how much are we each going to contribute to rent, and then what are other bills and like financial responsibilities that we have.
And what do you do now?
So I work in software sales.
Okay, awesome. And what do you do?
I'm in the restaurant business.
And so then what's your salary versus what's your salary, Bailey?
So I'm making between like $300 to $350 a year.
Good girl. That's what we like to hear. Sorry, no offense.
Yeah. And I'm making 70 a year, but there will be bonuses and,
Now look at that. Yet again, they're moving in together, not married, moving in together. And she makes 5 times what he makes before, the bonuses and everything in the restaurant businesses. He's going to make enough bonuses in the restaurant business to get close to 350. Now, unless he's like in the sales part of it, I don't see that. So maybe that's not what the prior woman say, who I'm gonna go back to, but maybe she wasn't saying that it's black men, but they did say black community though, right? But even when y'all go outside of it, it seems that the tone is kind of just like, oh, okay, whatever, I'll go ahead and I'll be the primary, at least, breadwinner. Why is it not problematic here? Let's go to that comment section, shall we? If you're not married, then no. She's already unsatisfied with him. Marriage will certainly expose the relationship. If you plan on being together, always combine and communicate. I agree. Imagine if a man making $350K a year said he was going 50-50 with his wife who made a fourth of that. Beautiful point. Beautiful point. As I stated to the lady earlier, maybe I'll make a video on it because I keep bringing her up. But I stated several times, and she kept just saying, "Oh, you're broke, so it doesn't matter." That it seems that when men are in that position, this woman's position, it's more than okay to just, start carrying the load. Whatever vacation she was taking, just bring the woman with him. Whatever lifestyle he was leaving, just bring the woman with him. But when you flip it, somehow immediately the partner who earns less money becomes like an anchor, somebody bogging you down, somebody holding you back. Struggle love. Well, why is it struggle love now? But it's not if it's flipped. Oh my God. This is bullshit. But just to, again, clear it up, this is not your issue with black men. This is just kind of what you do. And I'll even I'll go even a little deeper with it and be a little personal about it. It does not even matter the income level. I grew up and I've seen quite a few black women just take care of bums. I don't know if it's y'all DNA or what, but this is kind of y'all thing. Well, this guy's in a bum, but you get my point. And it's like, also, I've had female friends and family members tell me directly, or I just kind of see it, where they don't want to deal with, a guy because he's, nothing, great about him, but he ain't, he ain't an ancient person. He's, he ain't got no pop. They will go and house a bum. Whether it's because he's a pretty boy, or maybe he lays some great pipe, or maybe he's like a pretty boy again. I was going to say something else, but it's technically pretty boy. But you get the point. Meanwhile, you had the option to just go and live a bland, plain, boring life with this guy who doesn't whoop your ass, who doesn't have a bunch of kids all over the place, who doesn't do all the shit that y'all complain about. Kind of sounds like y'all situations be y'all choice. Here we are on the second one. Now, this is 46 minutes long. I am not going to try to sit here and go through this video. I just wanted y'all to hear this snippet, and then we're going to go back to the original Philip Scott video.
But the narrative that I hear from most African American black ladies, that if they go to white men, it's because they feel more financially stable with a white man.
So I needed to learn how to calm down and let other people make decisions. I needed to learn how to delegate. That very mindset was killing me because I was doing that in my home. I was doing that everywhere else in areas of submission where it wasn't fruitful.
Now, that might be very controversial. But before we hop into today's show, be sure to...
She had to learn some things with her white husband who makes less. She didn't say it in that clip. Let me at least do my due diligence and find where she said she made less. Okay, I'm not sure what the question was, but this, even without the question, sounds like the most bullshit explanation of anything ever.
True peace because I can pay for my own things, and I'm also with someone who, make no mistake, still takes me out, still does all those things, still provides, still pays for stuff.
Yeah.
But I'm able to really have ease in his presence because I know that ultimately he's in control, and I'm okay with that.
No, I think what she means is he's in control of the home because she lets him, despite not making as much as her, as nearly as much. But yeah, that as you see, this is not a black guy thing because her husband is white. Now, again, I don't really feel like searching for the part where, because I've skimmed through this and I have yet to find it. But Bernard Riley, I think it was either Bernard Riley or it was BGS Ipmore. One of those two guys. If you really listen, it's Anthony on. It's called "She's the Breadwinner Submits." If you want to listen to the whole thing, where she, at some point, says she meets this man who makes a lot less than her at the door at 2 a.m. when he's coming home, and she rubs his feet and all that shit. Go watch it for yourself. But that's what's in it. And as you see, there are plenty of clips like this, all scattered all over social media, where black women have non-black husbands or just a guy she lives with, and she kind of makes all the money. But it's not seen as a bad thing. Oh my God. But when it's us, it's like defaultly a bad thing. You're full of shit. You are full of shit. Let's go. Alrighty, we are back. Now let's continue.
House husbands. And I've seen that trend. And when I was a kid, I knew it wasn't right. When I was younger, I knew it didn't make sense.
Well, I can agree with her because just by talking to different people of different communities and seeing their mindset, even the men as well, is that no, the sisters aren't really taught to look at provision like that. And the one big reason why is that the single parent household has been very detrimental to the black community. It really has. And your father would tell you, hey, you need to find out what this guy do for a living. Why?
Oh my. Philip, you're clearly just putting words together that sounds like it fits a narrative you want to push. That's clearly what that was. Because those things you just related together was just like, all right, I need to put this domino here so I can put it into this domino, so I can put it into this domino, blah, blah, blah. But stop. Listen, you sound like you talk to guys of other cultures and you cherry pick the information that you got. Because as we all see, whether it's on the internet or in person, there are plenty of guys who either themselves or their offspring, they understand that in this day and age, women either want to work or have to work. One of the two. So stop with the the other cultures. Fucking stop. Unless you are just in a vacuum of people who literally only think like you feel. Stop. This is borderline lying. Fuck it. This is lying. You are lying right now. I'll even give you an example. Guy I worked with. Matter of fact, hell, 2 white guys I worked with that I can think off the top of my head. Both of them, one of them said his wife, he was an older guy, makes more than him. Has pretty much always made more than him. Anything? See a problem? No. And they've been together, at that point, they were together like 30 years. So was that an issue? Nope. No, we don't give a fuck. I guess. We ignore that exists.
Because a father,
And as far as a single mother household, no. In the black community, black women themselves have said repeatedly that their mom told them, fuck that, get your own. So you don't need one. Now, understand, the mindset of don't need a man very clearly states you go be by yourself paying your own bills, doesn't it? So how all of a sudden does shit that y'all say y'all mothers who are women told you to do somehow the problem with black guys? Like, I don't get that. I don't understand how that even is okay to even, like, that's at that point you're it's kind of like framing someone like somebody else is responsible for what you claim that they did when in fact you already said it was somebody else. How the fuck did this always slip through the cracks? How?
doesn't want his daughter struggling, right? For one. Two, if the father's not around for whatever the reason, hey, I know her husband got her. I don't have to worry about my daughter. We good. I can.
Really? That's what dudes say when they see their daughter's husbands? I'm about to go on vacation because, you know, my daughter, her husband already got her. You see how full of shit he is? This is stupid. And what I really wanted to pause is for, that just caught me at the right moment. We live in a day and age where people in general, but in this particular case, women have said they ain't listening to their daddy about who they gonna be with. That ain't happening. They gonna get whoever the fuck they want to get with. So you're still gonna say it's because the dad isn't there? They ignore the dad that is there. Try again.
Vacation. I can do whatever. We're not worrying about her, because he can provide and put her in a good place to stay. He can make sure they eat right, the kids, everything is right with this man, right? So in our community, that's not looked at too much, except in the extreme. Now, what I mean by the extreme? Athletes, musicians, rappers, etc., right? Rich people, those people, they all want them. But the average woman is not going to get some person that's rich.
Now, that's where me and Phil actually agree. Hell, women, I covered the videos by that lady named Chrissy. I'm in my game chair, excuse that. The lady named Chrissy with the afro in her profile pic. I'm not sure if she still has it. I haven't seen her page in like 3-4 years. But she herself even said, well, look, if you're not going to be some doctor or a lawyer or a high earning type of guy, I might as well fuck with the dope boy because at least he's fun. I have heard women say that, in this particular case, black women. I've heard them say that. That if you're just going to be like a regular dude, fuck it, might as well be with a dope boy because at least it's fun. I repeat, I have heard them say this. And it shows up in reality. So what the fuck are we, really? We're going to excuse that for, oh, you aren't taught, like, girls just want to have fun. It's kind of what you can boil this down to. Again, they don't listen to their dads because they don't have to. If they don't make a way for themselves, the state will. So whose fault is this?
What you need to look at is, I need to get a working class guy who does very well. And I need to look at that, right? So what you should be asking a guy on a first date, what does he do for a living, sisters? You need to know that. If he says he's an engineer, like, oh, you're an engineer. What kind of engineer are you? And find out what kind of engineer he is. And it's nothing wrong with you looking up the median income of that particular engineer, right? It's not to say that you're being a gold digger. No. Because I don't believe it's gold digging to find out what you do for a living. Because, see, in this community...
Okay, let me put my definition on what a gold digger is. I don't know if there is an actual textbook definition for it, but I always classify a gold digger as in terms of you can say man or woman, but I guess in this particular case, women, because I guess they're more likely to do it. It's simply somebody who is just looking to get you for some money without really giving you anything in exchange for it. Example, Anna Nicole Smith, right? To me, was Anna Nicole Smith a gold digger? This is actually a bad example because it's actually up in the air. I'm not sure if she actually took care of him until he died. Assuming she did, that actually wouldn't be a gold digger because she said, "Fuck it, I gotta suck old balls. I'll take it," because they're actually giving you something for it. And then this guy, who I'm assuming, despite being old in the wheelchair, he still had the cognitive ability to say yes or no. So I actually wouldn't call that a gold digger. If you can get a millionaire guy, and that's what you shoot for, to me, not a gold digger. It doesn't become a gold digger until you go, and I'm about to get pregnant and use this court against him. That's when it's a gold digger, because like I can legally steal from you. That's gold digging to me. So again, asking what you do for a living. I actually, because of the way I view dating and courtship, I actually think you should ask. I do agree that you should ask that up front. I think y'all should ask everything up front. I don't understand this cupcake. I'm good getting off tangent a little bit here. I don't agree with this cupcake way of thinking on that people say dating should be. Oh, don't ask about kids and marriage. No. I want to know all that immediately now. What do you want me to do if we were to get married? What do you expect from me? You want me to pay all the bills? Okay, cool. We can do that. But you're going to be living here. You want to see pictures? That's what you're going to be living in. You don't do that? What do you want this for? What do you want this to look? Do you want kids? Because at 32, I don't really want to be raising kids into my 50s. So it's getting kind of close to where that's just like ain't not a thing. So it's like I want to know all the important shit up front. So hell, I get blocked all the time on Facebook Match because I tell women straight up, they like, damn, like a chick asked me today, you don't court women? Nah, I ask you everything I want to know. And then I tell you everything you want to know. And everything else, I'll show you. But I'm not going through this 2-3 year thing of just, I just have to just put up with whatever the fuck and hope that I'm your favorite. Fuck that. That's not happening. And there's more to it, but I'm already a half hour in, so let's continue.
It's kind of taught where if a woman kind of asks what you do for a living, she's trying to be a gold digger. That's not being a gold digger. Because she's not asking you for a dime. She just has to see if I get involved with you and if we was to get married, can I depend on you to take care of me and the baby or babies, etc.
Why do women work? Explain that to me. Why do women work? If you can simply go, it's your job to take care of me when I get pregnant, why do y'all have jobs then? Why do y'all climb ladders? Why do y'all get the degrees? Why? Doesn't make any sense. You can plan, even if you're going to be off work for because I'm saying.
You can't even take care of your freaking self. You live with your mammy. You don't have a car. I need to know that as a woman because then I'm going to be relegated to your mammy house too. And no, I want my own house. My kids need to be in their own spot, their own cars, right? Do you make enough to provide cars? Do you make enough where if I choose to be a stay-at-home mom, I can do that? Or if you want me to be a stay-at-home mom, you can afford for me to stay home to raise the kids at least until they go to school all day. At least. Because just my personal opinion, you ladies that just want to work so bad, but I think that you should stay home with your children at least till they go to school all day. And then when they go to...
Okay, a few things here. First of all, why do we always get to talking about the dude that's homeless but yet can pull this chick? like think about this. We always talk about the dude who ain't got no job, no car, no nothing, but can pull his chick because we know if he fine enough, y'all at least go for the night, right? It's retarded to even bring that up. Cars. What kind of car? Here's the problem. As I said before, a lot of women could be stay-at-home moms, but they just wouldn't be living these uninterrupted lives that they like to live on the internet. It's retarded. I gave you an example about the lady who apparently mortgaged a big dumbass house just for herself. That's fucking stupid. Like, I don't understand people who do that. And the whole stay-at-home wife thing. I don't. There's this language on the internet in this space that's exactly that. Whereas she can decide to not work, and that's a we decision. That's not a you decision. I don't understand that, because it's definitely not a my decision if I decide to stop working. Is it? Even if it's like, let's say we got money set to the side or stacked up or whatever, is it still just would it then be my decision to just stop working? Or do I have to continue to go to work because whatever the fuck? If I know you can go to work, right? Like, you got the degree and you were off for however long, right? And you about to go to an interview, you got the job lined up, blah, 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 and you get hired. Can I just stop working, or do I got to check first? Or do we have to have the conversation? So that's bullshit. And what else? God damn it, I forgot what else. Let's keep going.
School all day. This is my opinion. I think.
Oh yeah. Can I tell you to stop? Because I think he already said it. Like, no, he didn't. Damn it. Let's go.
That you should work by choice, not by necessity. And if you work by choice, you need to make sure that you're off of school, off of work, before the kids get out of school. That way, you can pick them up. They can always be home with their mama. But once again, if a man can provide, then that is a reality. And one thing I know about women love having that choice. Trust me, it's a difference when a woman works because she has to.
My nigga, what tax bracket are you talking about? What tax bracket are you talking about where she can just decide on a fucking whim to go work? What tax bracket are you talking about? Seriously. This is where it starts to get really stupid and just dismissive of anything you're saying. Because now we're back to the only literally top like 15, 20%. Where you can just, out the blue, I don't feel like working no more. Fuck it. Where do you work? Well, that's the case then. Where do you work? Is this a minimum wage job that you're wasting your time at? Basically, your time, I should make it such a put you in such luxury that your time is negligible. It doesn't have to be for me. It doesn't have to be for the kids. It doesn't have to be for your job. It can be for whoever the fuck. Get the fuck out of here. You, by default, you just deserve that by default? Or a man should be making that a reality by default? So we're going to dismiss what that actually takes and just say that absolutely should be reality. All right, let's go.
Work, or the bills won't get paid because she's with a 50-50 man, versus a woman with a man that can provide and she's working because she wants to. And if she go home complaining about the job, her husband's like, okay, to quit that job then. What you still there for? Why are you there? And the woman can go to work and say, yeah, my husband told me to quit today.
Come on, dog. Again, do you understand what royalty is? Because that's what this is. That's what this is. Nigga, working class ain't royalty. But that was your example at the start of this, wasn't it? A working class guy, right? Even on an engineer salary, you can't just on a whim quit your job and just, nothing changes. What the fuck? Everybody got to be a macho man, huh? All right. I should be okay with her time being spent elsewhere. And I should also be okay with her just deciding not to. I should never feel the impact of anything, right? The man in the house should never, whatever. In real talk, and if I can ever find it, I'm going to link this clip of Judge Lynn Toler along with another clip of this chick, which I'm pretty sure I'll never find it because I can't remember who it is. But it's almost like that's literally what they expect of men to just like no reaction, but also like super caring and emotionally intelligent, which is odd as fuck, right? Because they say, oh, emotionally intelligent, because that's like the hot word right now, the hot phrase right now. But yet, there's this clip of Justin Toller on the Breakfast Club describing her husband, in which she called him while he was at work, throwing a goddamn fit. He comes home early from work to address this. She's still throwing a fucking fit. And he just calmly, I forget exactly what he's called, but he's just like super calm, like, oh, all right, what you want, blah, blah. Like, just completely unbothered. And then he goes back to work. But that's what is expected. Like, nothing phases. Like, did you marry a human? But dehumanizing you all is just horrible. Right? Come the fuck on. This is retarded. All this shit is stupid. You working full time, I should be alright with. You not working at all, I should be alright with. You deciding in between the two as you go throughout the year, I should be okay. Fuck that. No. What are we doing? Alright, let's stick to that until need be. If you needed to change, we'll talk about it. But we ain't just about to be like, I'm tired of it. Fuck that. No. That's stupid.
You know, because they just not doing X, Y, Z. And I told him, man, I'll give it another week or so. If they keep up, I'll quit. Trust me, those other women who's with those 50-50 men, they trust and want to be those women. That they don't have to work. They work because they want to. And they quit anytime they get good and ready. And if they want to take off 6 months, a year, if they never want to go back to work, they can. Trust me, I don't know no woman that don't want to be in that position with a man. All of them want to be that. They want to work by choice. But the only way you're going to get to be in that position, ladies, is that on that first date, you find out what he do for a living. And men, when they ask you that question, it's not a gold digger question because she needs to know. Just like if you have a daughter, wouldn't you want your daughter to be with a man that can provide for your daughter and your grandkids? Sure you would. I want that, right? I wouldn't want my daughter with some freaking scrub that don't do anything. I want her with a man that's accomplished. A man that's making his money legally. That's what I want. So she ain't gonna be knocking on the door asking me all the time, Dad, you got $500 for what? Oh, well, the light bill came in and this and that. Like, well, what he had? Oh, well, he don't really work much. Like, no. You want your daughter to be the man that can provide.
So, as I've asked before, if she's already went through school, had her job for however long, did she not save a goddamn dime? Because if she did, y'all should be able to combine the resources that y'all have, and then now that mortgage is really low, if y'all even have one at that point. Them car notes are really low, if you even have them, in which even the dude who drives a bus would be able to provide all the bills with or without his woman working. But nobody ever talks about the planning. It's just to get in the good shit. That's a huge problem I have with this. Nobody talks about planning. Here's the planning. Go to school. That's the plan. That's it. That's the plan. But never, hey, if you really want that, since you're going to be out here working, probably should save up. Probably should, stay home. And this is both people. Stay home until you got a shit ton of money saved up or enough to where when y'all come together, y'all can put a massive down payment on a house or have a down payment in a big ass cushion or whatever. Should probably do that. But no, it's all just go to school. Ask what he do. You should be able to just stop working when you feel like it because that's literally how life works. It's not, Phil.
So there's nothing wrong with that. Always ask that question. And always if you are, all this I'm just dating. I don't like the term dating because to me, dating is supposed to be a prelude to relationship, relationship is a prelude to.
All right, I'm gonna stop it right there because this dude got another minute left and I'm not watching it. But yeah, as y'all know, I agree. I hate the dating thing. Here's my resume. If you have a question there, I'll take it. But other than outside of that, I'm pretty done on it. It's just dating is just aggravating this video. So be right, not positive. I'm out.